What's going on, everybody? It. So, Chasing Geekdom is the channel. Be sure to, hit the chat, subscribe, check out all the other content here on YouTube. Just a quick origin story I'll do on each stream. Doing this for 5 years or so. Not the gaming. This is brand new. Covering theme parks and geek-themed races like the Star Wars Half Marathon, that kind of thing. Comic conventions, that sort of thing. And a lot of the content is posted here, so you can kind of explore the channel if you are so inclined. So, terrible at this game. I haven't really done a ton of gaming in the last decade or so. Grew up very much a Nintendo guy. Super Mario was my jam. Nothing too heavy. But I do like shooters, and I like this one because it's like cheeky, I'm not sure if you're picking that up. Got a neighbor. It's enjoying some music. I think I have the settings for that mic though set so that it won't be an issue. To be fair, when I usually play this outside of, this setting, I do it through like the living room loudspeakers. I like to hear the boom boom and feel it. So what I'll do through these streaming sessions or whatever, I'm old and the lingo, whatever. Internet back in? I don't know. Seems like to jump started or something. Which it seems like it's going to. Seems like that worked. So here and there, what I wanted to talk about today, so you can hit me up in the chat, is virtual races. What that is, for those that don't run or do races at least. You sign up for a race, and it's like online, and then you run it on your own wherever, and then they mail you the medal. Right now, it's booming just because all the races are getting canceled. I've had a ton of them this year. I ran one in-person race this year in January, and all of them since then obviously have been canceled. There's a heat wave. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Everything that is in my setup, for the most part, is wired. So the TV's wired. The switch, the computer, everything that the capture card is running through. So, I like the lighthouse. The only thing that's using Wi-Fi right now is this web. Can't tell if this is well. Get it sorted. And it's really struggling today. Anyways, this summer, Run Disney's doing a series. So you do one in June, July, and August. And this year they're themed around theme park attractions. So it is, what are they again? Teacups. So Tea Party, Mad Tea Party, if I'm not mistaken. At the Space Mountain, which is actually ran that today. Go into that a little bit. And let's see. So Space Mountain I ran today. The last one is the Haunted Mansion, I think. Yeah. Usually they send them early on, so you can kind of like have them there and take pictures with your finisher medal. You know, right when you're done, which is cool. But all of these race companies are struggling right now, so they're gonna actually send them, I think, after they're all supposed to have been completed. I think that's the end of August, which is fine. There are a few organizations that do, you know, specific themes. There's the Potterhead Running Club, which obviously is all Harry Potter related stuff. The company that does that has other fandom based like things. I think one of them is like Gilmore Girls. I did not know that they would have enough of. I mean, I knew they had a fandom, but you know, finisher medals themed around it. I thought just I have one from the Potterhead Running Club. So today, I ran a 5K, so it was the Space Mountain one. You know, I earned that medal. And there was a group of runners. It looked like a running club. It didn't look like a family. So it was like, I shouldn't assume. Maybe they were. But clumped together when I was, you know, running by when they were getting ready for their run. You know, no masks, you know, no distancing, anything like that. Could be they all lived together. Who knows? It didn't seem like, unless it was like a reality show, in real world or something. But so anyways, it was easy enough to avoid them. So I was running on this trail along the Mississippi River, just south of downtown St. Louis, and it's like really wide trail. Forest Park has been crammed with dummies. So on the run, it's an out and back, and on my way back, is there? I want to fight. On the way back, I came across them, and they weren't even spaced out like during their run. It was just a clump, and this clump was, I mean, it wasn't even in a single file. So it was like they were all just clumped together and taking up most of the trail. Thankfully, when I came across them, it was a real wide embankment. I just walked up and tried not to glare. But, hey, what's that guy? What do you want, buddy? Where'd the other guy go there? You're inside that house. Wish I had something to burn it down with. Alright, buddy. do get jump scares while I play this thing. It's kind of fun. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you guys, if anyone's a runner, if you've come over here from Jason Geek on Instagram. I don't know how you're feeling about running in more crowded places. Like, if it's not that crowded, I really don't care. Like, I don't wear a mask when I go to this place usually because 15 feet wide trails, people do the single file thing. And it's literally the first time in like 2 or 3 months of running this trail that I saw someone who wasn't doing that. And that was odd. So yeah, anyways, when I'm out there doing that thing, doing my runs, that particular trail, that's why I go there. I come across, even at its busiest, 20 people in a 5K. Where like that happens, there should be like a 5-second thing where you can throw up like a respect emote or something, you know, before your avatar is like shuffled off. So I ended up I noticed a lot of the runners on Instagram are using those buffs. A lot of the ones that I've gotten here, I used to run like in the winter, so they're just too heavy. But I did end up getting one from the Chicago Bears 5K. That was cool. It was that was one where you actually ran on Soldier Field. I cried a little bit just because I grew up a Bears fan all the way out in California, and you know, it was decades of being a fan and never being in Soldier Field. The first time I was there, it was not a game. It was actually running the Bears 5K, and then it ended on the field, which was epic. Anyway, I ended up with going through my stuff just the other day, and I found a little real lightweight one, which I may end up using it. I think I may accidentally run into some more people. Why are you doing that? Why you gotta do that? I mean, come on. It needs a lot. It needs to be fast. But this would be helpful if it could be consistent. Yeah, I was thinking about all the things that got canceled this year. What I would normally be doing, you know, spring through fall. Uh, you know, as you can see, other content on my YouTube channel, Comic Cons and races and all that kind of stuff. Star Wars Celebration was a bummer. I get it. It's odd that what are they calling it now? LA Comic Con, I think, because it used to be Kamikaze in LA. Stan Lee's LA Comic Con, whatever. Anyways, they're still trying. They postponed it from October to December, and they're for some reason still think that they're going to be able to do it. Just lie, try, just wait. But you know, I guess they secured a lot more floor space in the LA Convention Center. But there's always going to be pinch points, you know, no matter what. Especially in that neighborhood. I've gone 2 or 3 times, and it's like you're in downtown LA, and you're bringing many people, you know, 50, 100,000. I don't even know for sure, but it just seems very scattered. I love flare guns. And if you are like the 1 or 2 people that end up seeing this, like while I'm doing it, I'm not going back and telling people, I wonder what this guy was like when he first started. Let me know. Audio issues, anything like that. I'm playing with those levels a lot, and it's been incredibly annoying. Everything else came together fairly easy as far as this stuff is concerned. Yeah, so all the stuff that was canceled this year. Star Wars Celebration is probably the biggest disappointment. That was going to be amazing because then it was going to be in conjunction with, you know, seeing the Star Wars stuff at Disneyland for the first time. So I still haven't been able to experience that. I was an annual pass holder out there for years. Basically needed to go to rehab after I moved away. Disney Park rehab. Oops. And for any of those who may watch this who have actual substance abuse issues that you're dealing with, my apologies if that was insensitive, but yeah. It was just Wi-Fi. And this is so while those pros spin and spin and spin and build things. For me, again, it's like staring into a strobe light. I make Batman do things. Yeah, so the surge protectors. I swapped them all out for, there's a kind, I guess most of them are probably doing at this point. They kind of cancel out that dirty energy. That's just what I'm going to call it now. Dirty energy. It's a nice ring too. Actually, I hate this gun. It's like you need to be. This is my favorite gun in this whole game. Where is it? So anyways, night and day with the surge protectors. Just swapping them out and getting new ones that are like high quality. And then wiring in Ethernet everything that I can. And after doing all of the things and all the troubleshooting now, again, I know I can blame the source when things go wrong. It's not an environmental thing. I did notice though that with my provider, when I go to like the down detector site, most of the complaints come from Southern California. I'm in St. Louis again, and I wonder if they have competition out there. But it's like real bad. It's like it just goes down out there. Yeah, but I don't want something else to happen. Very indecisive with my weapons. Stupid. Oh, man. Should I shoot him down? Let's go find him and shoot him down. Although that does alert people where you are. I don't care. I don't want to Someone start shooting at me. Where are you? Is that a person? Hey, that was a better aim. Oh, he ran away. That's a bummer. Smart, I guess. Wait. Sniper right there. I never tell. Is he coming from up or is he coming from up? Where are you? I'm gonna fight. Come on, don't hide. Where is this fool? Oof. That. And all of that. Let's get out of here. That was a good one though. They had me. Alright. Oof. One of the reasons I can't go out a lot. For one, obviously, I don't want to be around too close to people or whatever, but I have a hard time not touching my face. Didn't realize it until all of this started. I wash my hands a lot. Alright. What do we have here? Okay. Where's everybody? There. You should. Choppy. Someone's gonna get me while I'm on this thing, watch. Internet back on track. We dance when the internet is bad. Nope. No, thanks. He's right there. Where? He's way up there. Let's go get him. There, yeah. You hear me coming? I think lifetime. So this is like a couple years now I've been playing this. When I first started, I just hid a lot. I went as far away from everything, and like the storm circle was always messing with me. I didn't really know what I was doing. Not that I do a ton now, but at least I have like a strategy. Um, and I didn't engage anybody ever unless I had to, and I was lost because I didn't really get that much practice. And once played with my god kids, there were brawlers in this game. Kind of amazing. Uh, got a little bit more bold. So lifetime I'm at 185 as far as solo wins. And so gold by the end of this season. So third week of August just to get to 200. Maybe not really tripping too hard if I don't get to that, but I kind of want to get it up to like 20% of the rounds that I play solo. Duos, I have no idea. I'm not a great teammate because I don't understand the strategy because I never do it. I guess the flotilla is supposed to be like another one of these-ish. Paid much attention to the story for this season. I do like it better though than the last one. It's taking the story for the season is taking itself much less seriously than the last one. like Midas and all that. It's like, oh, the angsty Midas guy who needs to make good allies and stuff. Bring me back my boogie bomb, stink bomb, hamster balls, and like stupid stuff. Don't get me wrong, I still want to blow stuff up. So there's definitely been adjustments. Like we were talking about the virtual races. Like this is 5 years of in-person and virtual races. So like the virtual Disney ones, as well as Run Disney, as well as that Potterhead Running Club and others. But there are the majority in-person stuff. 2020 has been much different as we've experienced. And it's had to mix up what kind of things I do to stay healthy. I'm not going to say like in shape. It's, a decent 5K time. I don't really need to get fast. I just need to run away from obesity because I just I want to be heart healthy, live longer, and all that kind of stuff. Whatever that ends up looking like. So I've been mixing it up as it's being from California, being out here where all of our in the Midwest where this humidity is rough as far as running is concerned. So on the hotter months and like weekends like this, that kind of thing, when I don't want to get up at 6 a.m., which I actually had to do today to do a run, I'll do other things that get the heart rate up, but at least burn calories. Like I bought a cruiser bike, one of those beach cruisers, which is fun. They were almost as hard to find as freaking hand sanitizer though. If anybody has tried recently to find one of those, you know what I'm talking about. Finally got my hands on one. And I'll go ride around a lake or that kind of thing, which is fun. Got a GoPro just to make it interesting. And then indoor stuff. I have a recumbent bike, so I can, ride because I'm in an apartment upstairs, so I can't do a treadmill. I would like to know the story behind all of the tents and who built this or ended up squatting on Deadpool's old spot. Seems like almost like a cult to Deadpool. Something that's like, come on now. That's fun. So anyway, yeah, at home workout stuff, I'll do that. And even had to vary that. Got these real cheap VR goggles, literally like $40, that you just put your phone in. I know something's here. Not just the show. YouTube has a lot of VR videos that you just turn on and then you hit VR mode and then you just slap with it those little goggles. I'll go for like a bike ride. There's Chimichanka. Through like, someone will like go for a ride with the VR camera on. Like I did one in like the Vegas Strip that they recorded after all this started happening. So like the strip was empty, which was crazy to see. This is worth it. And then the other day I did a ride. Someone did a walkthrough video of Walt Disney World. Just stupid stuff to stay. Not lazy. So that by the time the weather is good for like the 2 weeks that it is out here, I haven't completely lost all of my progress. And again, yeah, you can see coverage here in the channel of the like race events. Instagram's a good one to see the finisher medals. What is that? Corn? Huh. Okay. This way. Yeah, so come hang, Instagram. This one right at the show. I was reminded just then of, was it Hunt for Red October? When they were like, oh, the torpedo doesn't arm itself until... No, that was a different submarine movie. But they like turned into it as it was coming at them. It was like, it's not going to arm itself until... So they like run into it before it could arm itself. Crimson Tide? Denzel? Is that it? Gene Hackman? I think I'm right. That was a good movie. James Gandolfini was in it too. Okay, this I don't get. Someone was clearly here. Why don't you get the stuff, man? I mean, it ended up being kind of a letdown, but whatever. Okay. Let's see. I do kind of want to fight. So let's go here. There were a few drop points that were so popular before the map changed, was flooded, that I never understood. Because there was never good stuff there. Loot, you know? The agency is always good. And you can sneak in there. I have a little routine that I have when I go in there now. Land right by the little phone booth. You can disguise yourself, go underneath, get all geared up. Yeah, there were some... What did I get? Survive storms. Okay. Thanks. Let's see some stuff like... Yeah. There's some... Oh, they're gonna be. Not a very good shot. But let's see what happens to this guy. Huh, maybe I did get him. Okay, one more. A little bit odd that they flood the map. As the season goes along, the water, you know, goes away. And at that point, you can earn the Aquaman skin. Less water, more Aquaman. Okay. I know he can run around and stuff, but still, that was odd. Really was hoping for like the ability to swim underwater. Maybe that'll come. I really want to come across like my favorite thing. Someone who really likes to build. And don't get me wrong, I don't begrudge it. I respect it. It's a skill that I don't want to get myself because it's not what I want to look at while I play. But I like the matchup of me against someone who builds really good because I'm good at blowing it up or burning it down. I really enjoy that. I do miss the explosives, the remote explosive. Something I wanted to do with those that I kind of did but didn't do. I wanted to slap them all over a helicopter that was sitting, kind of watch someone get in and fly away with it and then blow it up. I got too excited once, and I was hiding in a bush nearby. I had all those remote explosives attached to it, and I got so excited that I prematurely pressed the button. It did blow up, but yeah, I got away. I'm sure with less help. It was close. Got to come up with more things like that for this season and next season. Those are the kind of challenges I like. Every once in a while, I'll be like, okay, this game I'm just going to try whatever and not care about like winning. That never holds true. Even if I land somewhere completely random. Yeah, let's go. Speaking of my little routine at what's this called again? It's not the agency now, it's the authority. It's in my spot. Dang it. Alright, let's just set the spot here for a second. Buy some time. Let's protect this. This way. Dang it. Alright. One more. He said it for the 20th. Let's do that same thing. I will only get better if I challenge myself. Let's follow this I love that they added thanking the bus driver as one of those punch cards or whatever. You can actually get experience points for it. It's only polite. Eventually I'll pull in this year's display, this year's control finisher medals, since there are so many of them. Literally just the one in-person race this year. Right now, I have another stand like this started for the next 5 years. It started this year. Oh, there's that one again. Ah. There we go. Oof. I'm lucky they didn't have any weapons yet either. Shoot, they still don't. Alright. Let's go with these guys. So I can use weapons. Whole lot going on above me, that's for sure. Yeah, so another one of these stands over there, and I just started just with this year, so it'll be 2020 to 24, right? And I'll pull in some of those eventually and show you on the stream. Lots and lots. Basically, they just, make training for your average, like your everyday, every weekend, run, turn it into a race that you can earn a medal for. And for someone like me, with a finisher medal addiction. See, there I go again. Right. I have a hankering for them, just put it that way. That. Yeah. That. Something like that. Okay. Yeah. Couldn't smell me from around the corner. I didn't do that. Reload. Right. What else do we have in here? Nothing's good stuff. I like that sound effect. Did I finish them off? Yeah, why not? Okay. How do I get out of here? Swoosh. Yeah, this is coming out of the water a bit. 2 minutes to go. There. Trying to see the ones that got this year virtual running medals. So the one that I did in person was Forest Park here in St. Louis. It was just some snow ball race. It was like 20 degrees out. It was awful. And then after that, everything was canceled. I was supposed to do the St. Patrick's Day Parade one, which I ended up running. It was in March. Ended up running that same weekend, but just on my own. And then like they did a drive-through, literal drive-through finish line. So you go drive-through and pick up your medal, which is pretty fun. So I have an 80s themed one, 90s themed one. And I got three coming for the summer series from Disney. The 3 attractions: Space Mountain, Haunted Mansion, and Mad Tea Party. Next year, I'm signed up to do. I guess they canceled all the in-person Walt Disney ones for this year, but they didn't for next year yet. And doing a fundraiser for something. I should know this. Autism awareness. And they allowed us to move those fundraising efforts to the new event in February, which is the Princess Heaven. So I'm going to have to figure out outfit for that. But it's in February, so who knows where we'll be at with all that. The run of it all. Where are you, everybody? Something about this little lake house is there's more to hide. One of my favorite things about those Run Disney races in person at the parks is that when you do run behind the scenes in the park, and it's so early. Those are like 5:30 starts, literally, because of course they have to get everything cleaned up and ready for the park after the race goes through. When you're running behind the scenes, custodial staff and like all of those, they're all like lined up and they're all cheering you on and get high fives with people with this like Mickey hand gloves on and all that. I love that. And you can tell that they're like sincere. Most of them, I guess. But, you know, in person and high fiving and all that kind of stuff right now with strangers is foreboding. Interesting. But I look forward to that. Do I want to go start a fight? Yeah, I ain't in the mood today. Let's do. Liking people. That's great. Let's go. Just not a sniper. Just not fight close up with me. Oh no. That's the sound of the Marauders. Ooh. I honestly thought it was Marauders. Oh boy. Are they over here? Do they go in buildings? Oh, yes they do. They do. Get out of here. Holy cow. I am not. I feel like Ferris Bueller when he's in that restaurant. It's like they're worried that the guy that Mater D is going to get them in trouble, and he's like, if I'm going to get busted, it's not because of a guy like that. And if I'm going to lose in a match, it's not going to be because stupid Marauders. Nope. Will not. So obnoxious. Why are you all so angry? What is your agenda? I want to know. I'm getting closer. I'd like to fight some players, please. Alright. That person? There we go. What you got? Someone's shooting at me. Yeah. I swear. What are they? Did I just hear one of them burp? I'm going off this little waterfall screw. Yeah, this is how you do it. Where are you, fool? Oh, shoot. Oh, there you are. What do we have left? Okay. Let's get some stuff. This is probably a bad idea. Someone's waiting for me with a sniper rifle somewhere. And it wasn't worth it anyway. Alright. Anything else creeping over there, maybe? So much. Oh, there's only two of us. Huh. And you're somewhere else in this vicinity. Oh, he's trying to drag me out. Oh, there you are. You're trying to trick me, buddy. Oh, he's got me in this. Ah. Stupid marauders. Let's do this, dude. What marauders get us? Ah, so close. Ooh, we only had 8 left. Not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. And, you can be sure to check out the rest of the content here on the channel. Comic-Con coverage. It's old, obviously. The race coverage is old, obviously. Theme park coverage is old, obviously. And, you know, subscribe, all that kind of nonsense. And, yeah. Be sure to come back. I'm going to try to do this once a day, probably. And, have different things to chat about each time. It's not only things about the game, but related to the things that this channel is related to. Alright, that is all.